On December 26, 1996, Boulder, Colorado awoke to news that would grip the nation for decades. 6-year-old JonBenet Ramsey, a child beauty queen, was found murdered in the basement of her family's home. Her death remains one of the most infamous unsolved cases in American history. If you want more content like this, subscribe to our channel and don't forget to hit the bell notification to receive our latest video when it comes out. JonBenet Patricia Ramsey was the youngest daughter of John and Patsy Ramsey. She was known for her bright smile, charm, and success in local beauty pageants. Her mother, a former beauty queen herself, often entered JonBenet in competitions, leading to both admiration and criticism. Family photos show JonBenet as a happy child, often dressed in elaborate costumes for pageants. She lived a privileged life in the upscale Ramsey home alongside her parents and her older brother Burke. On December 26, 1996, Patsy Ramsey called 911 at 5:52 a.m., reporting that her daughter was missing and that a ransom note had been found on the staircase. The note, 3 pages long, demanded $118,000 for JonBenet's safe return, a sum curiously close to John Ramsey's recent work bonus. The ransom note was unusually long. The police believed that the note was staged because it did not have any fingerprints except for Patsy's and authorities who had handled it, and because it included an unusual use of exclamation marks and initialisms. The note was written with a pen and notepad from the Ramsey home. According to a Colorado Bureau of Investigation report, there were indications that the author of the ransom note is Patricia Ramsey. However, the evidence fell short of a definite conclusion. Michael Baden, a board-certified forensic pathologist who had consulted with both sides of the case, said he had never seen a note like it in his 60-year experience, and that he did not think it was written by an outside stranger. Police arrived quickly after Patsy called 911, but made critical errors in securing the scene. Friends and family were allowed to roam the house, potentially contaminating evidence. Hours later, John Ramsey discovered JonBenet's body in the basement. She had been strangled with a guillotine made from a paintbrush handle and was found with a skull fracture. Her mouth was covered with duct tape and her wrists were loosely bound. The autopsy revealed a vegetable or fruit material which may represent pineapple, which JonBenet had eaten a few hours before her death. Photographs of the home taken on the day when JonBenet's body was found show a bowl of pineapple on the kitchen table with a spoon in it. However, neither John nor Patsy said they remembered putting the bowl on the table or feeding pineapple to JonBenet. Police reported that they found Patsy Ramsey's fingerprints on the bowl. The case quickly became a media sensation. Investigators focused heavily on the ransom note, which seemed unusually long and theatrical. Theories emerged, with investigators divided between 2 possibilities. Evidence suggested a possible break-in. A basement window was found ajar, and a boot print near JonBenet's body didn't match anyone in the family. But investigators also turned to the Ramseys themselves due to inconsistencies in their accounts in the strange circumstances of the case. Scott Gibbons, a neighbor, claimed that around midnight, while looking from his kitchen window, he saw the upper kitchen of the Ramsey residence light up with dimmed lights. Neighbor Melody Stanton reported that she was awoken shortly after midnight by the sound of a child's scream coming from the Ramsey residence. Public opinion was heavily divided, with many believing Patsy Ramsey wrote the ransom note to cover up a family crime. Others pointed to Burke Ramsey, John Benet's brother, speculating that he may have accidentally caused John Benet's death during a sibling quarrel. The case was fueled by sensational media coverage. John Benet's pageant photos were plastered on every headline, often criticized as exploitative. Patsy Ramsey died of ovarian cancer in 2006, maintaining her innocence until the end. John Ramsey has largely avoided the public eye, though he continues to advocate for solving the case. In 2008, DNA evidence from John Benet's clothing cleared the Ramsey family of involvement, pointing instead to an unknown male. However, the case remains cold. John Benet Ramsey's story is both tragic and haunting. This case is a stark reminder of the failures in early investigations and the devastating impact of media scrutiny. Despite years of theories and technological advancements, justice for John Benet remains elusive. Kelsey Barrett was a 29-year-old pilot and flight instructor. Described by friends and family as kind and hardworking, Kelsey seemed to have a bright future ahead. In 2015, Kelsey Barrett met Patrick Frazee, a Colorado rancher and farrier, through an online dating site. Although he lived more than 1,000 miles away in Florissant, Colorado, a romance soon bloomed and Kelsey moved to Colorado, where she got a new job at a flight school. Not long after, the couple learned they were expecting a baby, and in October of 2017, they welcomed their daughter Kaylee. Although Kelsey was living in a condo in Woodland Park, and Patrick was living at his family ranch about 20 minutes away, the couple worked together to care for their young daughter. They got engaged and made plans for the future. However, behind the facade of their relationship lay secrets that would culminate into a horrific crime. If you want more content like this, subscribe to our channel and don't forget to hit the bell notification to receive our latest videos when they come out. Kelsey suddenly disappeared on November 22, 2018. She was last seen that Thanksgiving morning on surveillance footage at a grocery store with her young daughter. When days turned into weeks with no word from Kelsey, her family grew increasingly worried. Kelsey's mother, Cheryl Barrett, reported her missing on December 2, 2018, after being unable to reach her daughter. The investigation that followed revealed a web of lies, manipulation, and betrayal. Patrick told investigators he hadn't seen his fiancée since Thanksgiving Day when he picked up their daughter. He claimed that not long after that, she called him on the phone and broke up with him, continuing to hash out details of their breakup via text message in the days that followed. On November 25th at around 5:13 p.m., Kelsey's phone pinged miles away in Gooding, Idaho, before going quiet, a surprising detail that left authorities perplexed. As law enforcement began piecing together Kelsey's last known movements, Patrick Frazee quickly became the prime suspect. His story didn't add up, and several pieces of evidence contradicted his claims. Investigators took a close look at Patrick's phone and found that he had recently been in contact with a woman living in Idaho, not far from where Kelsey's phone last pinged. The breakthrough came when investigators learned about Crystal Lee Kenny, a nurse from Idaho and Patrick's secret lover. Agent John Grusing made an initial call to Crystal, who was in Las Vegas at the time for a rodeo event with her friends. She first claimed she didn't know who Patrick was and denied knowing Kelsey, until Grusing pointed out that their phone records told a different story. Believing she was lying, investigators went to speak to the divorced mom of two in person at her home in Idaho. While she didn't reveal any new details, Crystal got herself a lawyer and came to authorities 3 weeks after Kelsey disappeared with a shocking story. Crystal told investigators that Patrick had been planning Kelsey's murder for months. According to Crystal, Patrick had pressured her to kill Kelsey on multiple occasions, but she refused. Instead, he took matters into his own hands. Crystal would later testify in court that Patrick, seemingly fed up with the failed murder attempts, took it upon himself to get rid of Kelsey. She testified that on that Thanksgiving, Patrick convinced Kelsey to play a game where she tried to guess the scent of different candles. After tying a sweater around her eyes as a makeshift blindfold, Patrick struck his unsuspecting fiancée in the head with a bat, while their young daughter was still in the house. A blood spatter expert would later testify in court that Patrick beat her with the bat 10 to 15 times. Crystal admitted she helped Patrick clean up the crime scene after he killed Kelsey. She described scrubbing blood from the walls, floors, and furniture of Kelsey's townhouse, which was left in a gruesome state. She also claimed that Patrick burned Kelsey's body on his ranch and disposed of the remains. Patrick Frazee was arrested and charged with first-degree murder, solicitation to commit murder, and tampering with a body. During the trial, Crystal testified against Patrick, providing chilling details of his calculated actions and his efforts to erase any trace of the crime. Patrick's defense argued that Crystal had acted alone, but the evidence was overwhelming. In November 2019, Patrick Frazee was convicted and sentenced to life in prison without parole, plus 156 years. Crystal, who had cooperated with authorities, received a 3-year prison sentence for tampering with evidence, a punishment that many criticized as too lenient. The murder of Kelsey Barrett shocked the nation and highlighted the dangers of domestic violence and abusive relationships. Kelsey's family continues to advocate for victims of violence, ensuring that her memory serves as a beacon of awareness and prevention for others. Though justice was served, the loss of Kelsey left a void in the lives of those who loved her, especially her young daughter, who now grows up without her mother.
Bathroom. She was in there for quite a while. We kept knocking on the door. Finally, we got her to open the door, and there was blood and shit everywhere. She was cleaning it up. Okay. So we took her back to the room, and I was afraid that she knew she was pregnant. She had done something to herself. Mm-hmm. So the doctor started doing a vaginal exam on her. We had the lady come to clean the bathroom. She put the baby in the trash can, and then she put another clean liner over the top of it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So when they looked in there, there was no trash in there, but it was underneath the clean bag. The baby's dead. Okay, we have him in trauma too, but she killed the kid.
Yeah. How old was the baby?
I don't know. It's full term. She just had it. She had it in the bathroom. Was what happened, and then whatever she did, I don't know. She's gonna lie. She wouldn't even tell us she's pregnant. She's been lying the whole time.
Okay.
So that's what's going on. I just pulled the doctor out of the room, so nothing's been said to the patient or the mother that's in there yet.
Okay.
I have Leela, the housekeeper, if you want to interview her.
Yeah.
She's the one that kind of found under the
because
trash.
I wanted to get with you guys first and then get with her to get her statement before I even did anything.
Well, I'm the charge, and this is what has happened.
Okay.
You can interview the nurse that had her, the two nurses that were taking care of her. You can talk to the tech, which is Lori. She's the one that went in there and actually found it, because Leela's like, this is really heavy.
Okay.
So then Lori went in there, and then of course the baby was underneath the clean liner.
Okay. Yeah. If we can speak with Lori, that way
Okay,
get her
I'll get
statement.
Lori,
Then
and
I'll
I'll
get
get
detectives.
So,
and
officer, the first thing though is I need to make sure that the mother, the woman who delivered the baby, is medically stable.
Right.
I don't know if she's delivered a placenta. She's bleeding a lot. I just got her accepted to Loveless.
Okay.
So I need to get her up there as soon as possible.
Okay. I'll get detectives over here right away.
Okay. So how I need to tell her what's going on, and I need to tell the mother what's going. The mother, they're both in there together. Is one of you willing to be present for that conversation?
And I'll go in there.
Are you guys going?
Yeah.
Okay, let's
Yeah,
go
for
right
sure.
now and do this.
While we're doing that, I'll
And
get
then
with
I'll make sure Leela comes down. All the other nurses and stuff are here, and I'll get Leela here.
Okay.
So she's a little shit. Hey, Maria, you get Leela back down here? Maria?
Hey, bro. You might need to get down here to the hospital pretty quick. So we had a girl, 19-year-old female, came in for back pain. They did a pregnancy test on her. She ended up going to the bathroom, and when she went to the bathroom, basically she had her baby, and she threw the baby in the trash. And when she threw the baby in the trash, well, the baby's dead now. When they found it earlier, but they need to get her shipped off to Loveless Medical Center, to the girl. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know if y'all want to get over here real quick. We haven't interviewed her or nothing yet, so we just barely talked to the charge nurse, and that's it. Yeah, they're gonna get her stable first, so they're gonna do some more workup. So they're probably gonna be like another maybe hour, if so, to get her stable and talk to her and do some other stuff or whatever. But like I said, I just barely talked to the charge nurse, and I was barely gonna talk to the lady that found the baby in the trash and everything like that too. Yep, you are. Yep, we just pulled up here. All right, bro. Thanks. Bye.
I know. The baby's gonna have to be taken for autopsy. There'll be an investigator and everything. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But we need to do this correctly. And I want to be transparent with you about what our steps are. Officer, do you guys need to talk to her before we get transferred?
How long is it going to be before you have to transfer
I
out?
don't know.
We gotta make calls.
Okay.
Marianne,
So-
you think 20, 30 minutes?
Yeah, hopefully, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I got detectives on the way, so
Okay.
they're gonna be talking to her.
Okay.
So.
Thank you.
You guys have, I'm the charge nurse here. Do you guys have any questions for me?
Like how big is the baby?
It's full term.
What? 9 months? Nothing was crying. Lexi, have you watched the news of the girls that what they do to their babies and what they go to jail? Nothing was crying.
Any other questions?
Okay. So as of right now, like what I said is, we're gonna have the detectives come over here and they're gonna talk to you. Okay. We have to gather some more information about what's going on. They'll get your statement. They're gonna get the doctor's statements. They're gonna get everybody's statements. Okay. So I don't know everything yet. Okay. So I'm not gonna tell you. I can't tell you nothing, honestly. Okay. All I can
But
say
she's
is.
not gonna go to jail.
Right now she
No?
right now she's being detained, so she's not going to leave from here at all. Period. Okay, so one of us will
She's
be
in your custody? Like,
yeah, she's detained. Yeah, she's not under arrest, but she is
Okay.
detained. Okay, she's not free to leave. So while this whole thing is coming up, is you're not free to leave. Okay, one of us will
Okay.
be in here the whole time with you, because you're not going to try to leave or nothing like that.
she
All right.
won't.
Like I said, the detectives will be here. They're going to talk to you. I mean, your care is of the utmost right now, okay? They're going to do what they need to do to take care of you to make sure you get stable. They get you transferred out or whatever. Like I said, the detectives are already been notified. They're already on the way. So they're going to come talk to you, all right? So don't leave. Don't try to do nothing. One of us is always going to be in here in this room with you, okay? Unless we have to step out for doctor's orders or something like that because they need to examine you or do something with you. But other than that, like I said, you are detained. You are not free to leave at this point. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Where was the baby at?
I don't know. I have no clue yet. Like I said, I just talked to the charge nurse. We're still getting all the information right now.
Okay.
Okay. Once we get that information, like I said, the detectives, they can clue you in on everything and talk to you more about it.
Okay.
All right. So. Let's see real quick. Do you happen to have an ID on you by chance?
Yes,
Did you
she
bring it?
does.
Okay. Can we get that, please? Get all the information. Call it in to dispatch. Don't, not on radio.
Okay.
Call it in on your phone. Have time to add the record of call. So hang tight right here with her, okay? And I'll be back. Ma'am, could we get your ID also, please?
Yes.
So we can put you. If you have anything, call me. I'll get her, okay? Okay.
Yep, just come with me. Stay right there for just a second. Go.
You got it, buddy? Okay.
Stay right there, room 4. So, Lord, this is Leah. She's the housekeeper. If you want
Okay.
to talk to her.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know, so I had her come and clean it out.
You didn't know.
No,
That's
you're fine.
okay.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
So this is the one that happened in?
Yes.
Okay, is there any way I can get this? Where was the trash at? Where's the trash can at?
Yeah.
Okay, does it still have everything in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the baby's out on the bed.
Okay, that's fine. So what I need to do is I'm gonna go ahead and secure, I need to secure this, make sure nobody gets in here no more.
Okay.
So,
Okay, so the bathroom's just
yeah.
out of order on there.
Yeah, if you can, just put a sign on that, and then you said everything else is in here?
On November 4th, 2018, Tamala Horsford was discovered dead in the backyard of the Cumming, Georgia home where she had been attending a slumber party with other football moms the night before. The Forsyth County Sheriff Department initially ruled the death an accident, stating that the multiple blunt force injuries were related to Horsford likely falling from the balcony due to her being intoxicated. A second autopsy requested by her family revealed further abrasions to her body. The family's attorney also stated that lack of evidence, types of injuries discovered, and mismatched witness accounts strongly suggested homicide. On February 20th, 2019, Major Joe Perkins of the Forsyth County Sheriff's Office announced that the case would be closed and that there was no evidence of foul play. The relationship between Horsford's race and her death has been a subject of controversy and debate. While the official investigation concluded that her death was accidental and not racially motivated, some have argued that her race played a role in the events leading up to her death and in the investigation that followed. If you want more content just like this, subscribe to our channel and like this video. Don't forget to hit the bell notification to receive more content just like this. Horsford arrived at the slumber party around 8:30 p.m. on November 3rd, 2018 to celebrate her friend Jeannie Meyer's birthday party. It was intended to be an all-women's party. However, two men, Jose Barrera and Tom Smith, who were married to two of the women attending the party, stayed the night as well. While the woman drank, socialized, and watched the LSU-Alabama game upstairs, Barrera and Smith watched football in Meyer's finished basement. During this time, Horsford, the only habitual smoker at the party, regularly stepped out to the balcony for cigarettes. She also smoked marijuana that evening, but Myers asked her to stop. According to Myers' own statement, she had teased Horsford during the conversation, calling her the female Bob Marley and reminding her that Barrera worked as a pre-trial officer and did not approve. Eventually, the men joined the party and the group played Cards Against Humanity. Photographs and videos captured during the game show Horsford smiling and happy. She had been drinking tequila and would later be found to have a significant blood alcohol level, but according to photos, videos, and witness accounts, Horsford didn't appear particularly drunk that evening. Guests who weren't spending the night began to leave around 11:30 p.m., while those who were staying trickled off to bed over the next couple of hours. According to police interviews, Horsford remained awake after Myers and Barrera headed to bed around 1:30 a.m. The last person to see Horsford was Bridget Fuller, who was picked up by her husband at 1:47 a.m. In her statement, Fuller says that Horsford was eating a bowl of gumbo and had said she planned to smoke a cigarette and head to bed. Over the next 10 minutes, the home security system registered the back door, opening, closing, and then opening again for the last time at 1:57 a.m. Around 8:45 a.m. the next morning, Madeline Lombardi, Myers' aunt, who lived at the house, headed into the kitchen to make her morning cup of coffee. In her interview with police, Lombardi described seeing something chilling through the window in the backyard. The white dog print onesie. It was Horsford, face down in the grass, not moving. Lombardi headed upstairs to find Myers, telling her something appeared to be wrong. Forsyth County 911 got the call just before 9 a.m. On the line, both Myers and Barrera speak.
Okay, what's going on?
We had people over last night when we were drinking. Most of us went to bed. One of them stayed on the balcony. She was drinking, and we just went outside, and she's laying face down in the backyard. It looks like I'm guessing maybe she fell off the balcony, but she's stiff.
Okay, is she breathing?
I don't know if she's face down.
Okay, how old is she?
41. Here, hold on.
Hey, this is Jose Barrera.
Hey, have y'all checked to see if she's breathing?
She's not moving one bit. She's not breathing.
Okay.
I just try to assess her, touch her. She's completely face down in the yard. She is stiff.
Okay. Do you know if she, do you see any blood or anything where she... My call dropped.
Horsford was pronounced dead at the scene and her body sent for autopsy. But even before the report came back, the Forsyth County Sheriff's Office began to work the theory that Horsford's death had been an accident, a fall from the second-story outdoor deck. The case remained open for almost 4 months until the FSCO made their official determination on February 20th, 2 weeks after the state of Georgia's medical examiner provided their final report. The FSCO pointed to the toxicology report, which tested positive for THC and clocked her blood alcohol content at 0.238, just shy of 3 times the legal limit to drive. The FCSO determined that marijuana and alcohol use likely contributed to the fall. They also noted the door alarm log, as well as an unlit cigarette and lighter Barrera said he found on the upper deck. Together, the investigators found that this evidence suggested Horsford went out for a cigarette sometime around 1:57 a.m. and accidentally fell to her death. When they closed the case, the department released the incident report and death investigation to the public, but these documents didn't provide the answers Horsford's family and friends were looking for. In fact, they only caused more confusion. How did a woman with that high of a BAC appear in control of her facilities according to interviews as well as videos taken that night, yet manage to fall over a nearly 4-foot railing and into the backyard? How could a house full of people, some asleep for less than a half hour, not hear Horsford fall to her death right outside their windows? Could a 15 to 20-foot fall cause not only death, but a dislocated wrist, broken neck, and laceration to her heart muscle? Why wasn't the scene preserved, evidence tested, or potential witnesses interviewed immediately? What really happened when the back door opened just before 2 a.m., and why was it left open until the next morning? Horsford's body position was also examined at the scene. Most notable, when Tamla was turned over, was the fact she had come to rest face down. Her head had not been canted to one side or the other. Horsford's legs were found extended behind her, with both feet pointing to the right and her right arm close to her body. Her left arm was found extended and bent at the elbow. Friends, family, and advocates have doubted whether Horsford's injuries and resting position could be the result of a fall from the balcony. Some have questioned whether the injuries to her hands and arms could be defensive wounds, which would suggest perhaps an altercation before either going over the balcony or being positioned in the backyard. Even before the results of the autopsy, speculation of foul play had begun to spread online. This was prompted 2 months after Horsford's death by Forsyth County Court firing Barrera, who was a court officer at the time. Barrera accessed the incident report internally on multiple occasions. Hundreds of people shared the hashtag Tamala Horsford, questioning different angles of the case and calling for justice. The case was officially closed on February 20th, 2019, ruled as an accidental death. Major Joe Perkins of the Forsyth County Sheriff's Office stated that none of Horsford's injuries aligned with foul play, saying, "It was a party. They were drinking. She was drinking. Most of the partygoers had gone to bed at that time, and she was on the deck alone." On June 5th, 2020, Ralph E. Fernandez, the Horsford family attorney, wrote a letter to Horsford's husband, claiming that his team's investigation into the details of the case strongly suggested homicide. It said, in part, witness statements are in conflict. A potential subject handled the body as well as the evidence prior to law enforcement arriving. Evidence was disposed of and no inquiry followed. The scene was not preserved. He also stated that Horsford's injuries were consistent with those of a physical struggle, but that the absence of photos from the initial autopsy prevented a definite conclusion. Horsford's name and case spread across the internet, starting with protesters in Cumming, Georgia, who included her name on their signs alongside the names of African Americans killed by the police in recent years. A Change.org petition calling for the case to be reopened amassed more than 700,000 signatures, and rappers T.I. and 50 Cent shared posts about the case asking for a second investigation. On June 12, 2020, Forsyth County Sheriff Ron Freeman sent a letter requesting that the case be reopened and investigated by the GBI. He stated that the investigation was best undertaken by an independent law enforcement agency. On July 28, 2021, the GBI concluded their reinvestigation, ultimately deciding not to pursue criminal charges and agreeing with the Forsyth Sheriff's Department that Horsford's death was accidental. The tragic death of Tamala Horsford continues to spark conversations about race, justice, and accountability. Tamala's family continues to honor her memory and advocate for answers, seeking justice and closure for her untimely death.
I will bring her out. Just tell me what's going on.
I will give it to her whenever.
Can I see a warrant?
She can see the warrant when she gets arrested.
This is my house. I
Right.
have a right to see the warrant.
I'm letting you know she has a warrant for her arrest. We don't have a search warrant for your house. We have a warrant for her arrest.
Okay, can we see the warrant?
Yeah, once we,
She gets a copy of it.
Can I go up there when you take her up there?
You can go to the detention. Do you know where it is?
Everything?
It's
Okay,
nowhere.
so what is she under arrest for?
She's over 18. She's got to talk to her.
I understand that,
Right.
Detective Gonzalez.
Right.
What is she under arrest for?
She has a warrant for arrest. Okay?
For what?
That's all I'm going to tell you. Okay?
What do you mean that's all you're going to tell me?
I mean, she's over the age of 18.
I understand that, but I have a right to know as well.
And we'll tell you that, but we
Okay,
need
then
the
let me know now.
We need the cooperation.
Let me know now. I'm giving you the cooperation. I told you answer my question.
Well,
What is she under arrest for?
like I said, she's over the age of 18. Like, that we can't really put that information, but if you bring her out here, we'll tell you.
What is she under
If
arrest
you bring her out here,
for?
we'll tell you right in front of you.
No, I'm not bringing her out here yet. Let me know what she's under
She's
arrest
gonna get
for.
arrested regardless, ma'am. I mean, I don't know why you're
For what? For what? For what?
Are you okay with telling me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Tell me.
Homicide. Open count of homicide. And tampering with evidence.
Tampering with evidence
Yes.
at the hospital?
Yes.
So, can we see her now?
Give me a minute.
Okay.
I have a right to see a warrant. It doesn't matter if she's over the age of 18. This is my house. You have a right. You have to show me that warrant.
If we are searching her house.
Even if she's under arrest, you have to show me the
It's
warrant.
up to her to show us.
Sarah, this is Rodriguez. Hey, I have the detectives here. They want to arrest my daughter. They're saying they have a warrant, but they can't show me a warrant for her arrest. Okay, thank you so much.
You good? When we get to over there, I'll give you a copy. She gets her copy. And then it's up to her.
Can I see the warrant?
It's an arrest warrant for her. It's
Okay,
not a
can I
search
see
warrant
the
for your
arrest warrant?
house.
I want to see the arrest warrant.
And what will that prove?
You bet when this is over, I'm coming for the police department and the hospital. I am.
Yes, ma'am.
Gary, this is Rosa. Garrett. The detectives out here wanting to arrest me. They say that So I guess, do I do it? Okay.
You could arrest mom for obstruction.
No, we'll go there.
Trying to
You're
do that.
protected there.
They said it's for homicide and tampering with evidence.
You see her? Who did?
Okay.
Probably just nosy neighbors.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, she's here. She's here right now.
Or not.
Control 726.
Might not be a nosy neighbor.
Guess I could do a better parking job.
Could you please
We have a report of a portable child.
That is his policy.
I will give it to you. Please
Back
don't.
sky IUR. Repeated
Please
my
don't.
She ran away from 1002 West Washington.
It's nothing personal, it really isn't. And we understand, but we have to do our jobs too, okay?
I understand that. I understand that.
Who's this?
That's Melanie. That's Devin's mom. She's good. She's okay.
We're not gonna be rough with her or anything, we're just gonna take her over there and book her.
Please don't be rough with her, please.
Just bring her out, you can be with her the entire time, okay?
Do you know where the public safety complex is? 3300 West Main?
You can follow us over there. I will take you there. You can follow me over there.
As soon as I release the criminal complaint to her, she can then give it to you there, okay?
When can I get like her bond? What?
That's set up by the judge. It's Magistrate Judge Chuck Foster. He should be doing it if it's after 3. He'll be doing it in the morning. Go on the back. All right.
You have the original?
I have the original and a copy.
A copy. So you want to give me the copy, and I'll make you a copy?
Works for me.
Because you need it. We need the. Well, I gotta sign off on the original.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll just.
How about we just meet at the.
Well, yeah, the original plan, sir.
Yeah, we'll just meet at. You can write down whatever you need.
Just
We
no
just need her
flammables, no flammables or sharp objects.
Yeah.
Oh, another one.
I really didn't park in the best spot.
Writing down for her lawyer for when she gets over there. Her teacher is very small.
Who are these people?
No idea.
Central 7077 14 unit check.
We're 10 for.
Copy.
Oh, is that the boyfriend?
I don't know what he drives. I've only ever called him.
That's my other daughter.
Oh, okay.
That's my daughter.
Some looky loos, nothing important.
Central 730. Go to 730. 611 South First Street, the hospital auxiliary shop. We had an RP call in that the building was open, yet no workers. When I was on the phone with her, someone did come in claiming to be a worker. 611 South First.
We're arresting Alexi. We're arresting Alexi. They're here at home. Bye.
can you see in there?
I can see them keep going in and out of her room.
Oh, okay. Nothing weird though?
No.
Oh, Rosa.
Rosa? Nothing sharp. Okay.
No one saw her enter the house.
Hmm?
No one saw her enter the house today.
We haven't even seen her yet.
Exactly.
Hi. What's your name?
Lexi.
Okay. What's the last 4 of your social?
She don't even know it.
You don't know
It's
it?
like, I don't know. I don't remember.
Alexi, do you know your date of birth?
Yes.
Okay.
What is it?
11:25:03.
Yeah.
Do you have to walk her all the way over there? Can you bring your car up here?
It's up to you.
Yeah.
That's all. Just please.
I'll go get it.
Alexi, are you okay with your mom getting your criminal complaint when we get to the detention center? It has your personal information
Can you
on it.
repeat that?
Are you okay with your mother getting the criminal complaint? It has your personal identifying information on it. Serial number, date of birth.
Yes.
Are you okay?
Yes.
Okay. I have to serve you first, then your mom can get it, okay?
Okay.
I do. He's gonna move his unit around. No medications, anything you need to take while you're in there?
No, sir. No.
Okay.
She has still been like bleeding, so I don't know if she needs.
Do you have any? They do. I don't know if they have tampons.
They do have family products.
Okay.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure if you take your own, you can use your own if you need it.
Can she? Do you want to grab some? Can she grab some of that right quick? Or?
Yes.
Do you mind if
Get your little bag.
one of us goes with you?
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Just making sure you're doing.
Just grab it a little.
Okay. And just nothing sharp, no flammables, nothing sharp. Okay. Okay. They're gonna check it when you get over there. Okay.
Okay.
Confirmed that address is 611 North 1st Street. 611 North 1st.
Okay. We'll check those when you. Same thing. Okay. We're gonna check all that when you get over there. Okay. Thank you.
I'm going up there right now too. Okay.
All right. What's in there?
Personal pads.
Personal
Pads,
pads?
yeah, she needs them.
Follow me.
3300 West Main Street, the Public Safety Complex. If you just go through the front door, you know where we first spoke in the records?
Yeah.
If you just go over there. Is there any four?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll meet her in the front.
Okay. I'll get with him and do all stuff, go to dispatch.
Okay. I'll meet you in the front, okay?
We're Tampa. I'll be headed your way shortly.
Or relay the rest.
I'll be headed your way for the relay shortly.
On May 2012, Montreal, Canada became the backdrop for a horrifying and highly publicized crime that shocked the world. The murder of Jun Lin, a 33-year-old international student from China. Jun Lin was studying computer engineering at Concordia University. Described as a kind and hardworking individual with dreams of building a successful future in Canada. However, his life was tragically cut short by Luca Magnotta, a man with a dark and twisted history. Like and subscribe to our page to get more content just like this, and don't forget to hit the bell notification to receive our latest videos. On May 24th, 2012, Jun Lin responded to an online ad posting by Luca Magnotta, who had invited him to his apartment. Magnotta was a small-time adult film actor with a penchant for attention-seeking behavior, had a history of posting disturbing content online. Unknown to Lin, this meeting would be fatal. Once inside the apartment, Magnotta attacked Lin, tying him to the bed before committing a series of unthinkable acts. Magnotta filmed himself torturing and killing Lin in what would later be titled the infamous video, One Lunatic, One Ice Pick, which he posted online. The gruesome footage shows Magnotta stabbing Lin with an ice pick, dismembering his body, and performing acts of necrophilia. On May 29, 2012, the crime came to light when a janitor discovered a suitcase containing a decomposed human torso near Magnotta's apartment building. Meanwhile, other parts of Jin Lin's body were being sent to various locations across Canada. Magnotta sent a severed foot in the mail to Canada's Conservative Party headquarters. He also sent the Liberal Party headquarters a severed hand, but it was intercepted at a Canada Post facility. 2 schools in Vancouver received packages containing body parts. The DNA testing confirmed the remains belonged to Jun Lin, sparking an international manhunt for Luca Magnotta. The police discovered video surveillance in Magnotta's apartment building captured Jun Lin entering the premises on May 24th, but he was never seen leaving. Footage shows Magnotta discarding garbage bags in an alley, later found to contain Lin's personal items and evidence from the crime scene. After committing the murder, Magnotta fled Canada. Surveillance at the Montreal airport revealed he had boarded a plane to Paris. Interpol issued a red notice for Magnotta, sparking a global search. Authorities tracked him through the surveillance footage across Paris and Germany. On June 4th, 2012, Magnotta was arrested in an internet cafe in Berlin, where he was reading news articles about the murder. Magnotta was extradited to Canada and faced trial in 2014. During the proceedings, the court heard disturbing details about his troubled past, narcissistic personality, and premeditated actions. The defense argued that Magnotta was suffering from schizophrenia and was not criminally responsible. The jury rejected the insanity defense, finding Magnotta guilty on all charges, including first-degree murder, committing an indignity to a body, and disturbing obscene materials. He was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole for 25 years. Jun Lin's family, who had traveled from China, expressed profound grief over their loss but found some solace in the conviction. The crime raised significant awareness about online safety and the risk associated with meeting strangers through the internet. Magnotta remains in prison while Jun Lin's legacy is remembered as a tragic reminder of the dangers of trusting the wrong person.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I was like, I just got a shower.
Yeah,
Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah, we've been knocking.
Well, I rent this place.
What's your name?
My name's Jaslyn.
Where's Monique at?
Monique is I'm house sitting right now. She left town for a while.
Where is she? No, she didn't. Where is she?
No, she really did. I swear.
Okay, where is she?
Her
car's here.
I know her car's here. She has me house sitting. I have I got my rent.
You're not supposed to be here. Come outside.
Huh?
Come outside.
Okay, well, let me go let my wife know what's going on. You know what I mean? And then just give me a minute. But I still don't see what the problem is. But yeah, just give me a minute, okay?
Yeah, the problem is that you're super suspicious being here, and we have no idea where Monique is. That's the problem. The freezer?
Yep.
Oh. You got a whiff. There's something in there. So there's quite a bit. So first of all, she talks to the front office like 3 times a day. They haven't heard from her since the 22nd. She never leaves without her dog, who's sitting right here. Nobody else lives here. Her vehicle's sitting here. We hop the wall to look at the vehicle. The vehicle had a male's hat and some rope in it. And so just a
Okay. Did you both see this?
I opened the towel, I picked up the towel and dropped it because I don't know what the fuck it is, man. I have bad vision, and she's like, is that what I think it is? I'm like, I don't fucking know what the fuck it is.
Do you want to stay with those two? I'll just go see it.
Yeah. So,
Where's it at?
go right there. Look right, there's a bucket with a towel on it.
Just keep my eyes. Dude, it is. Okay. Let's just. Okay. Hold on. Just. That's real, right? 4 Ed 1 to 82 Sam. I know you're busy over there, but this is actually what it's going to be. It's not going to be a 961 thing or a 96 thing, so we're going to need more units here. Was that for Ed 1?